got a question for you. Think hard. Is it quicker to New York or by bus?
Greetings everybody. Joseph, Green Mountain Gold Trap. And I don't know if I can get your attention or not, Kevin, but shout out to you. Remember this spot you worked? Look how high this is. Look at the tree. When you dug out here, we could barely reach the base of that tree to get up. We had to come down here and climb up the bedrock, which most of the face here is completely buried. I mean, this is just unreal. Wow. Man. So, everybody else, I'm downriver from where that complete washout was. I wanted to come down here and get a look. To see downriver if any trees were bottled up, which would raise the water level. What the hell is that? A truck bed liner over there? Man. And I am seeing trees, well, a couple downriver. And I'm really hoping not, because if there is, then I want to make the effort to clear them out so the water level doesn't stay high all summer long. But it looks pretty good from here. I'd have to hike down even further to see. But anyway, I'm going to mess around in here a little bit. See if I can come up with anything. I can't get over this. See, all this stuff drops out when a storm starts to subside. Yes. Alright, so I'm going to get busy doing something here. Catch you in a bit. If I find anything, I'll let you know. Alright, so I haven't found much for gold. I found one piece of flour so far. Did some crevicing up there around the corner, and that didn't produce anything. Did a pan, see this niche right here? Did a pan about in line with those two, but closer to the other side. Nothing came of that. A lot of heavies, a lot of black sand. And I am finding hematite in here. And I don't recall Kevin finding a whole lot of that down here when he dug. I mean, he dug this out. This tree well, you can see the roots to it. They go down like this. Well, this trunk down, well, I guess right there, it goes like this. And that niche right there, we used to be able to step up on that to get up here. And it was quite a hike to step up. You had to really bend your knees and grab a hold of something to get up there. And then after he dug this out, you could barely reach that. I mean, he dug right down to bedrock. So we're talking, I don't know, about from that point right there, a good 6 feet down, 6.5, maybe 7 feet down is bedrock underneath all this overburden. So this all came from up there where it washed out. And when the storm subsided, everything just dropped here. Now, whenever I'm walking on a gravel bar, I'm paying attention to rocks. Of course, I don't know the different types of rocks, but I do know hematite. And there's a couple nice pieces right there. And that's right where they were. I'm not sure. That looks like another something. Maybe not. But I just found this one here. I got it in my pan. There's another one right there. This is really, really black. And a lot of it's in this same line. Not all of it, but quite a bit of it. I'm going to stick that right there with those. But check this one out. That is interesting. That's going home. A couple of the pieces that I found upriver when I got here earlier today, of course I've gone home since and had dinner and came back, but a couple of the pieces that were up there, not the biggest one, but the second biggest one, and the one that I said I wish that was a nugget, they're gone. So I don't know if somebody went down in there and took them or what, but this one here has that same look, all these bally pieces on it. So that's definitely going home. I'm not letting that go. But I'm going to keep working. I'm going to try right here behind this tree. A lot of cobbles. I'll try that. I mean, it's not too big of rocks. I guess there's a few bigger ones in here, but I'm going to go ahead and give this a try and see. I'm just testing. I mean, I don't even have my trap with me. I'm just doing pans here and there and testing. So, we'll see. I'll let you know. Is that another piece? No, that's a stump. Alright. Get back to you in a bit.
Alright, so what am I doing on this trip? I did check there behind the tree, and there was only a little tiny bit of flour gold present there. I mean, like maybe 4 or 5 pieces. So I mean, deeper down we could find something there. It's a great dropout point. But the reason I'm here doing what I'm doing, it's start all over time again. Since that cave out upriver, now it's a matter of finding where did the gold go. I know that gold was moved. Quite a bit of it was moved when that land let go upriver. So it's just a matter of finding exactly where that gold went. Where's the pay streak? And there's probably going to be more than one because there was different high levels of water during that storm. I mean, you had the beginning surge. You had, like when it really started raging, what it was at that point, and then at its peak, and then it started to subside, which built everything up on this gravel bar, as you can see when I was talking to Kevin. He's an older gentleman who he does a lot of river rock pendant stuff. Good guy, really good guy. Haven't seen him in a while. So that's what it is. That's what really this trip is all about, trying to discover where the gold went. So that's what I'm up to, and it's going to be a long process, but like I said, I know that this storm that ripped out that land definitely moved some gold. So we shall see.
Alright, so through the trees, right over the edge of that point there, is the gravel bar I was on. And look at this down here. Last I remember, there was a bunch, come on, zoom out. There was a bunch of overburden. Like, you couldn't see much of that. So, a lot of material got deposited up there, but a lot of material was blown out of here. A nice little whirlpool right around there too. And then of course an inside bend starts, somewhat of an inside bend starts over here on the opposite side. And right up in that corner, it looks like a lot of sand, but I see a lot of black sand over there. And there's a small cave over in there. A lot of that got washed out too. Huh. Alright, I'm gonna keep going here. Alright, I haven't got much further, but I just took note of the fact that the bedrock on the other side of the river is cleaned up pretty high, about another, I don't know, 5.5, 6 feet above the water level now. You can see dirt over there on top of that, a little bit of outcropping. And that's all been scoured clean. So I don't know if I've said this on video yet or not, but upriver where that all washed out, where the old riverbed is now charged again to a certain extent. Because the water level upriver didn't get very high based on what I'm seeing on bedrock, I'm thinking that when those trees started to go, somewhere they bottled up downriver, which caused the water to rise. And I'm seeing, like, way the heck down here, that bedrock comes way out and way up in. I'm seeing a lot of, you know, sandy overburden up in there. I'm seeing a lot of debris. There's a tree going across the river right down there. And just before that tree to the right hand side, right there, I'm seeing a lot of debris right there. So that could be where things bottled up, because there's a big bedrock wall right down there. I mean, it's a mammoth bedrock wall. I've walked down in there before. So I bet you that's where stuff bottled up. Alright, I found it. Water was right up over here all the way across. And over in here it was up even a little bit higher for some reason. You can see where it's all clean. And then over there you can see where it was. And this was the bottle up point right here. Guaranteed. See how big that bedrock is? So I bet you trees got all entangled in each other and blocked off the flow to a certain extent, enough to make the water rise. And that's what caused the ground way upriver to loosen up and let go. The rest of it anyway. Wow. Nice black sand. Right over there in that corner. right over there has a really, really, really deep hole. I mean, you figure when the water pressure really gets cranking down here and it hits that thing and forces it over there, and then that's a big bedrock ledge. So it just goes in there and it burrows that right out. I couldn't even tell you how deep it is, but I do know it's really, really deep. Stuff just launches right over here and then whips over. Temperatures just dropped. Look at this, where the water was licking up. Look at that black sand in there. Man. Alright, well I better get back there and think about heading home. So, enough for this trip. Unless I can't help myself and I do another pan and I find something interesting. Catch you later. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications. Take care. Alright, so I made it back to the gravel bar and I couldn't resist. I had to do at least one more pan. That big piece of bedrock right there was sitting up right in that niche. So I managed to pull it back. I feel rain coming, so I got to get going here, but dug it out. There's still more material in there, quite a bit. But I got 2 30 mesh, one plus 30 and 130 mesh piece out of that. Oh, it's raining pretty good. So I got to hurry up. Get up here. Alright, I better suck them up and get out of here. Green Mountain Gold Trap out.